you don't guess the correct horror movie, you will die. You have 7 days. That's the wrong movie. Who cares? You're gonna die. Heard you like to play games. What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you're now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. Hold on, I gotta put my little OJ glove on. Let's do that. Whatever. Anyway, so today is Halloween, the day that everybody loves and everybody's been waiting for. They said they canceled Halloween. You can't cancel Halloween. Halloween cancels you. So today, this is you already know, we are on day number 31 of my segment in the month of madness. Every single day this month, I have been hitting you guys with a horror movie recommendation. And today's recommendation, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But before we get into that, make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe button down below. And today is the day you already know. Also, I started a Patreon. So down below is going to be my link for my Patreon account. Think about becoming a patron and helping me to create content. I will start making videos that are subscriber based or subscriber recommended. If you join my Patreon account, you will be able to you'll be able to help me in the creative process and drive and be a central driving force in some of the content that I make. Now, good Lord, this mask. All right, so back to what I was talking about. So, before I get into that, I need a special guest in order to do my video. Hold on, let me go get a. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, everybody. This here is Cleo, and she will be joining me for this segment of In the Month of Madness. So, with that being said, let's see, hold on. She needs her little Red Riding Hood. So, she keeps turning. I can't see a good. And I'm falling apart back here. All right. Anyway, so today our horror recommendation is going to be an overview of the Halloween film cities. Halloween is one of the most iconic franchises ever. It has one of the most recognizable themes ever. So why are we talking about it? Because it's Halloween, damn it. And we'll do what we please. Or Cleo will get you. So, the first two films of the franchise are back-to-back direct sequels, a direct sequel of each other. It is a part 1 and a part 2. In this film, you realize that you watch Michael Myers rampage the town of Haddonfield. And it climaxes with him being shot by Dr. Loomis and then disappearing. What they originally had intended for was for that to be the end of it. It was supposed to be finished after that. And then what Halloween was going to become an anthology series. That's why Halloween 3 is different from Halloween 1 and 2. So because everybody was raving about Halloween, and Halloween was what we like to call a late hit. When they put the movie out, a lot of people didn't want to watch it. A lot of people didn't go see it. And then all of a sudden, word of mouth started getting around like, hey, have you seen that scary movie? And then after that, that's when it started to take off. So after it took off, word of mouth got around, and everybody wanted to see this scary movie entitled Halloween. So we had the first two movies, which were to me one of the two of the best. Then eventually we have the third movie that comes into play, which has nothing to do with the series at all. It has nothing to do with Michael Myers whatsoever. It's called Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. If you haven't seen it already, I have already reviewed that movie for my segment in the month of madness. So, if so, you should go check that video out. I think I do a very good review of it, and I do a nice discussion. A lot of people don't like that movie because it simply doesn't have Michael Myers in it. A lot of people are like, well, shit, they should have called it something else. Me, I think it was a dope-ass idea. It doesn't do anything to the franchise. The name can stay. I don't really care. Especially when you know what they were trying to do with the film franchise and making an anthology. It doesn't really matter. Halloween 3 is basically a film where there's this ancient cult, this company that is tied to an ancient cult, and what they're trying to do is bring about a mass killing of children throughout the whole world by chipping away a piece of stone rock and having this very, very, very ancient magic decompose these and putting them in the back of masks, which results with the faces of the children that wear them and watch a specific video to decompose on Halloween night. That's their end goal, is to kill lots and lots of kids. The movie, honestly, is very fun. It's a fun movie to watch. And to me, it's a really great installment into the series. How dare you yawn? How dare you yawn? So, eventually they figured out that Halloween, it didn't do that well. Halloween 3 didn't do that well, so they brought back Senor Michael Myers. And they proceeded to have a lot of films about him trying to kill off the rest of his bloodline. In all honesty, those films aren't as good. They're really like, meh, I don't really care for it. Especially when they get into the whole Curse of the Thorn thing, or the Thorn cult. Once you start getting into that stuff, oh my god, the series gets really crazy. It gets ridiculous. It becomes laughable. And that's what you don't want with a franchise like Halloween. The Thorn cult, good lord. It's dumb to think that Michael Myers is superpowered by a freaking tattoo. An ugly ass tattoo at that. Like, that tattoo just looks like a freaking, like, a math problem that you got in geometry. What are the ratios of what is the ratio of the following figure? And then you just show a picture of Michael Myers' tattoo. Well, anyway, to the point, the film franchise gets kind of like repetitive. You start to watch the movies just to find out how Michael Myers himself survived. He ends up getting blown up in mine shafts and all kind of crazy stuff. And you really just watch the next film to figure out how he lived. Then we got lucky because later in the was it the 90s? Or was it the early 2000s? We were treated with H2O, which was Halloween 20 years later. This erased the original continuity and started its own continuity, with Jamie Lee Curtis's character still being alive. Honestly, this was one of the best Halloweens until that point. Like, all the other Halloween 1, 2, and 3 were good, and then everything after that was a flop until you hit H2O. Once you hit H2O, you really felt like it was a Halloween movie again, which was very refreshing and awesome in my opinion. So I really enjoyed Halloween H2O. H2O was a great movie. It was fun to watch, and it was really cool to see Jamie Lee Curtis go from a scared, frail woman who's been tormented by the spirit of Michael Myers to a woman that says, you know what, forget it, dude. Me and my brother are going to go at it, and one of us is going to have to die today, right? And she was like, it's going to be him because I have stuff that I want to live for. Then we have Resurrection, which features Busta Rhymes. Busta. You know, category level extinction up in this bitch. So, with that being said, you have this movie which features Busta Rhymes putting a bunch of kids inside of Michael Myers' house. And basically the whole point is for them to sit. It's like a paranormal investigation type thing. And what they did was they set up like different kind of events to happen during the movie in order to scare viewers. But what turns up is my boy Michael Myers pulls up for real, in real time. And he proceeds to kill the people inside of the house. Everybody online thinks it's a joke, but this really is happening in real time, right? So, it's even, I remember there was even the deleted scene where my boy Michael Myers pulls up, dude, and he gets out the car and he's walking towards the house, and he turns around and he beeps the damn the the car key fob thing. Like he turns the alarm on. How dare you yawn? Sorry guys, it's kind of early. She just woke up. But anyway, so we have Halloween Resurrection was trash. It wasn't a good movie at all. You have Buster Rhymes throwing hands with Michael Myers. Hey Mikey! Hey Mikey! And he fights him in his best Macho Man Randy Savage impersonation. So Halloween Resurrection was garbage. And then again, 2 years ago, we were blessed in order to get a different Halloween film. This one was going to be a reboot sequel starring Jamie Lee Curtis. And it was going to be featured, 40 years into the future? So a 40-year-old Jamie Lee Curtis, she's already a grandmother. And she's just preparing for the return of Michael Myers. Michael Myers has been in jail this whole time. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to break out, right? So he ends up breaking out and ends up wreaking havoc again on the city of Haddonfield. The cool thing about it is that it erases everything from the other sequels. It makes everything from the sequels end up being like, they're like, oh, I heard Michael Myers is your uncle. And they're like, no, that's just some stupid rumor that passed around. Michael Myers and my mom, Lori, are not related whatsoever, right? So it erases everything from the previous movies, which to me is very dope. And it just starts fresh and does its own thing. And it makes Michael Myers, again, just this crazy psychotic killer. No reason behind it. He's just this dark, tormented soul. So we're wrapping it up. And then now we were supposed to have Halloween Kills this year. Halloween Kills is supposed to be the continuation of the 2018 movie entitled Halloween. And honestly, I was looking forward to this movie. The reason I was looking forward to this movie is because I was so pumped about seeing the first movie, and I was so surprised about how dope the Halloween 2018 was and how good they did at recreating the magic and the cinematography. Hell, even the opening sequence felt like the original Halloween. And then that POV shot in 2018 of him walking around and picking up knives and things, that was epic, dude. That was super epic. And then recently we got a teaser trailer of Halloween Kills. It's not much. We have the first teaser trailer that dropped was Lori and her grandkid and her daughter sitting on the back of a truck, and then you see all of the fire department and paramedics flying towards the house that's on fire, and they're just like, no, you're gonna save them, right? And then another teaser trailer just dropped recently with Michael Myers walking and picking up his mask, and then you have like really flash scenes. And then there's also a quick glimpse of a character that we know from the past. And the thing about Michael Myers' mask in this movie is it's like half burned and half melted, and then the sides are like burned off. But it looks really dope, right? So I was looking forward to Halloween Kills. Sadly, earlier this year, I had a chance to probably see an early screening of this movie. I know that there was like raving about the test screening. I had a possibility of going to see it then, but I didn't get the chance to see it. I couldn't get in. And I'm very upset about that. But hey, who knows? Maybe there's another opportunity to see it. Now, with that being said, which Halloween films are your favorite? Me personally, I like 1 through 3. I like H2O, and then I like 2018. Let me know in the comment section, what are your favorite Halloween films of the franchise? Maybe you only like 1 and 2. Maybe you like just the new one. Who knows, right? This is Davey from the 80s, and you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Today is thus ending my segment in the month of madness. Today ends my segment of In the Month of Madness. I hope you guys enjoyed every single day I have given you, every horror recommendation I have given you. I really put a lot on the line in making sure that you guys got a video a day. I did my best to fulfill that promise. And if this video finds you and you have not become a subscriber yet, please subscribe. If you are already a subscriber and you would like to contribute in other ways, please join my Patreon. Become a patron, and then you can honestly start to help me. You can start to direct the different content that I make, right? And then also you help me because it's like providing actual support to the channel. And with that being said, you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Chop. And I hope you guys have a great and happy Halloween. Adios.